who's in love with Flea. He actually put a sock on his penis, butt naked, and just drove around the entire neighborhood because he was so devoted to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Like if a girl like drops her panties a little bit to reveal a tattoo of your name that she's, you know, emblazoned upon her private parts, it's just enough to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially, you know, if her boyfriend's happen to like, yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is. That kind of stuff, you know, it's a little disconcerting. And where does that come from? I'm not sure.
He was at the concert. He actually spit right on my face, and I haven't cleaned my face since. He was just spitting at the crowd, and I was just like, yeah, buddy. And I was just like, I didn't wash my face for like seriously a whole month.
All these kids, people were just all over me. And I snapped for a second. And this one guy was like grabbing me and pulling my clothes, and I just, boom, I punched him. And I looked back and I was like, oh my God, because I'm 37 years old. I've never been in a fight. I mean, once I was a little kid, like a little scrap, but I'm a complete pacifist, and the idea of fighting is just pathetic, ridiculous to me. I was like, oh my God, because I've never punched anyone. I was like, oh my God, I punched that guy. I don't even know if my puncher works because I've never done it, you know. I looked back and he was just laughing and he was so happy. He punched me, oh my God. I was like, first I felt like a real wuss, like, God, I guess I'm not a very good puncher. But then, he was just he wanted that connection so bad that he was just so happy that I punched him, you know. Very beginning, we played these little clubs, and there was such a feeling of electricity and explosiveness. I still have like images in my head of like visuals of seeing and feeling like uplifted and like floating off the ground in the moment, and knowing that the whole room and everyone there was right with us, that the whole place was just like elevating with excitement. I'll meet fans sometimes, I get this feeling of like what we're doing really means something to them, that we're affecting their lives in a way that I feel proud. I feel like I have a purpose in life, and what I'm doing, like God put me on earth for a reason. They'll just look at me, and I can tell by looking at them that our music means something to them, that they connect with the realness, and they connect with the fragility of it, they connect with the spontaneity and the risk-taking of it.
My name is Rebecca Ranks, and I'm from Waco, Texas, and I work here at Channel 25. I'm a news editor, which means that I compile all the video that you see for the news broadcast, all the reporter packages, all the national, international video. That's what I do.
Anthony Kiedis, he has an IE combination in his name. Rebecca Rinks has an IE in her name. Coincidence? Maybe not.
This town doesn't really match me very much. It's not very exciting, but I know how to make my own fun. As far as why I'm as big of a fan as I am, it's basically because of their energy. Because I have much the same amount of craziness inside of me, and so it kind of brings that out. And it's something that parallels my personality quite a bit. Whenever I'm at a show or something and I decide that I have to get backstage, or I have to, score myself a set list or a guitar pick or, a drumstick, anything like that, I just say, that's mine. And they go, oh, okay. And, I don't know. It's kind of like the attack method. I'd say a fan is the person that's there to hear the music and see the show, and a groupie is the person that's there to meet the band, get backstage any way possible, and just be involved with the glitz and the glamour. A true fan to me is somebody that is willing to just drop and go, and doesn't worry about the consequences, doesn't worry about how you're going to do it, what you're going to do when you get there. You just go, well, it'll happen for me, and off you go. I didn't really plan my trip to Woodstock. I didn't really plan my trip to Los Angeles on New Year's Eve. I just figured that's what I'm going to do. That's where I want to be. So here we go. Let's go. This is actually what I call the set list chair. This is kind of where I put all of my mementos and my souvenirs that I've gotten from all my different shows. This is probably one of my really awesome possessions. This is the set list that I snagged off the stage whenever I was on the stage at Woodstock. Over the last year, it's really kind of gone crazy with the ticket stubs and, you know, autographs. This is the prized possession right here. This is my Red Hot Chili Peppers set list, signed by both Chad Smith, the drummer, and Anthony, of course, lead, that I got from the Californication tour. It's not necessarily the fact that somebody had it and somebody used it and, you know, Anthony peered at my set list. It's not that. It's that reminds me of me being with my friends and me being on the front row and me dancing and singing every word and having a good time. This is actually one of my many collages that I've made of my concert adventures, and it's got a whole lot of pictures that I took from my favorite chill spot right on the front row. I like the busy look. I like it to be loud and abrasive and obnoxious and have too much to look at all at once. This came off of the dressing room door backstage. We when everybody had their backs turned, you know, I kind of snagged it off the door, so just don't tell anybody. But this is when Leah and I were backstage with Chad Smith at the Starplex. I don't know what the iron's about. That was his prop. Lee's always over there gyrating, bopping, and, you know, moving in time. So the funky pepper stuff is really what I'm into the most, and he is definitely the force behind that. Anthony is... This is the pose right here. The whole, you know, hands on the microphone, full-on approach, screaming, yelling, jumping around, pretty much like what I was doing while I was there. I think what probably sets the Chili Peppers concert apart from all the other many that I have been to is the rush and the adrenaline. I have absolutely no fear about being up front anywhere. I don't do that back in the nosebleed. I do that right up front, close and personal, down in the middle.
When I, first started learning about punk rock, what was so beautiful about it was that it changed the relationship between rock bands and fans completely. Because it wasn't about these, like, rock star idols up on a stage. Punk rock was about you were right with them. They were right with the people. They were right with the audience, and everyone was in it together. And it was like an intense feeling of everyone, like, getting involved, tapping into this amazing, fresh, vibrant, new energy. And it was like a movement of everyone moving together at one time. That was, for me, the greatest connection between rock bands and fans that I've ever witnessed in my life.